Okay, so first we will start with 3.1 functions of two or more variables. Okay, guys, in this topic 3.1, okay, you will have more than one variables, of course. F consists of x and y. Okay, so basically, chapter 3, we will focus on derivatives. Okay, derivatives. Right? So you have to be expert on differentiation actually. In your test, in your previous test, when we have, let's say, for example, 5 cos 3t, how do we differentiate this? Let's say this is your RT. How do we find R prime T? This 3 should be brought to the front, right? This 3 should be brought to the front here. Okay, so you will have negative 15. Why negative? Because differentiate cos we get negative sign. 3t, you should get this. But a lot of you do it wrongly. I don't know why. Okay, you have to be careful. You have to know. Differentiate is not the same like integrate. If you want to integrate this 3, kalau you integrate RT dt, it becomes 5 over 3 sine 3t. Okay, plus c. It's different. Okay, differentiation and integration. Different. So you have to be careful later. Okay, so please, if you're weak in differentiation and integration, please do a lot of exercises. Okay, don't worry, later I will give you the notes for basic differentiation and integration so that you can recall back the techniques of differentiation and integration. Okay, all right, so now for this chapter, okay, is a very brief introduction. You just need to know the variables x and y, and then if you have the value here, of course, this is your x and this is your y. So you just need to substitute all the values, okay, if you refer to the module. All right, now let's take a look at the exercises. Domain, okay, domain is the same thing in chapter 2. Okay, domain is just like chapter 2. Chapter 2, I'm not going to explain this again because it's very similar to find the domain. Okay, now let us do question number 3, sketching all this graph. Exercise 3.1. Question number 3. Okay. Have you watched the videos, guys? The YouTube videos from lecturer Dr. Ali? Okay. Did you understand the lesson?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So let us do this. Okay, so sketch the graph of, all right. First of all, what you should do, guys, let's say for 3a, we need to let fxy equals to z. Okay, so when fxy equals to z, of course, z equals to negative 2, right? Because of this equation, fxy equals to negative 2, thus z equals to negative 2. So as usual, since there is no y and no x, of course, this plane should be parallel along x and y. So let us sketch this. Okay, let's say we have negative 2 here, down here. All right, so negative 2. Okay, so now we need to plot the traces. Okay, the trace, it should be parallel. Okay, before that, this is the negative x-axis. It should be parallel along x, so we have this, and then parallel along y, so this is the line. Okay, so what you should do, you just connect all of this. Okay, so we will have this plane parallel along x-axis and y-axis. Okay. And next, question number 3b. Okay, 3b. This is a what, guys? 4 minus y. So we know that this is equivalent to z. Okay. So we will have z equals to 4 minus y. All right, again, by using the intercept form, we have z plus y equals to 4. So this one, z over 4 plus y over 4 equals to 1. Okay, so we will have, again, a plane. There is no what here?
No x.
No x. Okay, so this plane should be parallel along x. So you have this graph. We have x, y, and z. So we have z equals to 4. Let's say y also equals to 4. So we have this parallel along x. Okay, should be parallel along x. Macam tu. So you nak sambungkan ke belakang pun boleh. It's up to you lah. So let's say saya sambung ke belakang. It should be like this. Macam tu. Okay. Alright, next question number. Okay, how about this? You will get what? A triangle, right? For this question, you will have a triangle plane. Okay, so again, we know that this is your z. Okay, so we will have z equals to 5 minus 10x minus y. So we will have 10x plus y plus z equals to 5. So by using intercept form, we have 2x plus y over 5 plus z over 5 equals to 1. So we will have x over 1 over 2, y over 5 plus z over 5 equals to 1. Okay, so now we will have okay, so x equals to 1 over 2, let's say here, y equals to 5, z equals to 5. So this is the plane. Okay, next question D. What type of shape do we have here? Question D.
Sphere.
Sphere or hemisphere?
Hemisphere, sir.
Yes, hemisphere. Okay, it's okay, good. Because you're answering me. Okay, so z equals to 9 minus x squared minus y squared. So we have square root of. Okay, so z squared equals to 9 minus x squared minus y squared. Okay, so we will have x squared plus y squared plus z squared equals to 9. So we know that this is a sphere. However, we have square root sign here. So that's why we will have a hemisphere. Okay, hemisphere. Guys, hari tu in your test, okay, in your test you have something like this, right? Z equals to 1 minus, I think you have this. Wait a minute, let me check the question. Bentuk tu ramai salah. Sekejap saya tengok balik soalan tu. Question 2A tu. 1 minus, sorry, dia ada X. Sorry lah guys, hari ni you akan dengar saya belitih je. Alright, X equals to 1 minus y squared minus z squared. Okay, so let's say you are not confident with this type of question. First of all, you can rearrange, guys. You can rearrange. Okay, so we will have positive 1 minus y squared minus z squared. This is your test. Okay, square root of equals to, we have 1 minus x, isn't it? So we will have 1 minus y squared minus z squared equals to 1 minus x squared, something like this. Right? So, guys, what happened here? You will have, if you rearrange, you will have 1 minus x squared plus, let's say you move this to the right hand side, y squared plus z squared equals to 1. Isn't it? So what happened? This is actually a sphere, right? A sphere. But the center is at 1, 0, 0 lah. Okay. However, we have square root sign. So square root sign means your x cannot be less than, we just have the positive part of x. Okay. All right. So you will have a hemisphere for this question. The answer is hemisphere in your test. Okay, so never mind. I will share with you the solution later after I finish all the marking process. All right. So let's go back to the question in exercise 3.1. Okay, so again we have a sphere here. So if we sketch, it says x, y, and z. Okay, guys, so z equals to square root of course, we will have a hemisphere on the positive part of z. So we have this, and the value here is 3 because the radius here should be r equals to 3. Okay, so next question 3e. Okay, 3e, this. This is a what, guys? Let's say z equals to x squared plus 2y squared. What is the name of the surface?
Circle.
Not really. Circle should be, we should have constant, right? For z.
Cylinder.
Bukan. Dia ada z ni kan? Kalau lah, let's say, kalau lah tak ada.
Paraboloid.
Yes, a paraboloid. Yes. Okay. Paraboloid. Guys, kenapa saya kata all the lessons that you already learned in chapter 1 is important in chapter 3 and 4 too, because in chapter 4 you have to sketch the region and you have to sketch the solid, especially for the case of triple integration. Triple integration region kita G. So G ni means solid. So you have to sketch the graph. So if you are given this equation, you need to know what type of graph is this. That's why it's very important. You tak boleh nak, you just, okay, tak apalah, dah habis test, so tak payah fikir dah pasal chapter 1, chapter 2. No, cannot. Okay, you still have to use all the lessons in chapter 1 and chapter 2 to answer the questions in chapter 4 especially. Okay, so in this case, we will have a paraboloid. Okay, so the paraboloid mangkuk tom yum ni, it should be facing upward lah, positive part of z. This x, y, and z. All right, so we will have this paraboloid. That's it. That's the exercise 3.1. Okay, so next we move to 3.2. This is very important. Very important. Okay, so topic partial derivative ni 3.2 is very important. Okay, let's say I will give you a simple question first. 3.2 salin ni. Okay, 3.2 partial derivatives. Okay, let's say fxy. Okay, we have a function of f, x, and y. Okay, so we can differentiate del f over del x, and also we can differentiate del f over del y. Okay, Why kita ada del? Ini nama dia del. Okay, del ni apa benda? What is del? Del is for partial derivative. Okay, nama dia del. Right, del. So del is the operator for partial derivative. Kenapa partial? Why partial? Because we have more than one variables. Okay, we have two variables. Two variables. So that's why when we have more than one variables, our operator becomes del instead of d. Kalau before this, if you have fx, we just have df over dxd. Okay, d is for the single derivative. Sebab dia hanya ada satu sahaja dia punya variable, single derivative. Okay, single. However, in this case, we have two variables, therefore, we need to have operator del. So del means partial derivatives. Okay, so when we have del f over del x, okay, please listen here carefully. Del f over del x, or we can denote as f subscript x. Okay, means that we differentiate with respect to x. So in this case, when we have fx, okay, x is the variable, x variable. So when we differentiate with respect to x, y becomes the constant. Okay, x is the variable and y becomes the constant. All right. In other way, we can say that if we differentiate with respect to x, right, x is the variable and the other parameters or the other alphabet becomes the constants. You just assume that y is a number, something like that. Okay, the same thing happened here. We also can rewrite del f over del y as f subscript y. Okay, subscript y tu kecil kat bawah. Alright, so in this case, y is the variable. Okay, y becomes the variable, and in this case, x is just a constant. Okay, now let me give you one simple example. That's a very simple example. Okay, let's say given that fxy equals to, let's say we have 20x cubed y to the power of 4 plus, let's say, 3x exponent of 2y. Okay, let's say this is the function. Okay, now number one, let's say I want you to find fx, differentiate with respect to x. Okay, so as I mentioned earlier, when we want to differentiate with respect to x, mean x is the variable. Okay, so you have to assume that the variable y becomes a constant. You kena anggap semua y ni dengan y ni just a constant. Okay, understand guys? Constant. Yang ni pun constant. Sebab kita nak differentiate terhadap x dulu mula-mula. Okay, now, so listen here carefully. Okay, let's say I add another terms here, plus, okay, let's say minus lah, minus, let's say minus 10x plus 3y, like this. Okay, minus 10x plus 3y. Okay, 3y squared, macam tu. Okay, so sambung balik. Minus 10x plus 3y squared. Okay, now let us differentiate term by term. Okay, 20x cubed y to the power of 4. So how do we differentiate this? 20x cubed. Dia jadi apa? 3 ni bawa ke mana ni?
To the front.
To the front. So we have 3 times 20, we will get 60 x to the power of
2.
Okay, now, okay, yes, good, very good, x squared, okay, good. Now, y to the power of 4 is just a constant. You just assume dia ni sama macam nombor 20 ni. So what happened? You just copy this down, y to the power of 4. Just copy it down here. Okay, understand? The first term? Okay, good. Now plus differentiate 3x exponent to y. So now apa yang variable? 3x, right?
3x.
Okay, so differentiate, we will get 3. Differentiate 3x, we get 3. No more x. Okay, tapi however, for the term exponent to y, okay guys, because y is a constant, so exponent to y also becomes a constant. So just copy it down here. Okay, so becomes 3 exponent to y. All right, now differentiate negative 10x. What should we get?
10.
Negative 10, yes, negative 10. Okay, good. Now, how about this? 3y squared. Differentiate with respect to x. We will get what?
0.
0. Okay, well done. We will get 0
Yes.
because 3y squared is just a constant. Okay, it's just a constant. You kena anggap dia macam nombor 10 lah misal kata. So kalau differentiate constant, we will get 0, right? So 0. So habis. Okay, that's it. Settle. Right? And then now, let's say we have, okay, let's see we differentiate. Okay, saya salin balik soalan dia. fxy, sebab saya nak you faham betul-betul konsep differentiate constant dengan variable ni. Y to the power of 4 plus 3x exponent 2y minus 10x plus 3y squared. Okay, now number 2, we differentiate with respect to y. Okay, differentiate with respect to y. Okay, right now what is the variable? What is
Y.
the
Y.
Y variable? Yes, y is the variable. Okay, so always bear in mind, you hanya nak differentiate terhadap y sahaja sekarang ni. So whatever selain daripada y adalah constant. Okay, so in this case, when we differentiate with respect to y, x becomes constant. Okay, so now this becomes constant. Constant. So kita just differentiate terhadap y. So y to the power of 4. So what happened, guys? Where should we bring this 4?
80
From.
or
Yes, good, very good. So becomes 80. Okay,
Y.
x cube, just a constant, right? So we can copy it down. Okay, right? X cube, just a constant, so just copy. And then what happened to y? Y to the power of
3. 3.
Yes. Okay, good. Y to the power of 3. Okay, center. And then now, how about the second term? How do we differentiate this with respect to y?
Exponent to y times 2.
Okay, so 2, okay guys, here 2, we should bring this to the front, right? So 2 times 3 becomes 6.
6.
Okay, so becomes 6. X just a constant, so just copy it down. And then exponent to y, just maintain lah.
Baiklah.
Sebab integrate differentiate exponent, power dia kita tak kacau kan? Just maintain. Okay, so next, differentiate negative 10x with respect to y. We will get what?
0.
0.
Yes, we will get 0. So minus 0 plus 0. Okay, how about this? Differentiate 3y squared with respect to y. We will get?
6y.
6y.
Yes, 6y. Okay, that's it. That's the process. Okay, now let's take a look at the exercise of topic 3.2. Okay, ada satu jawapan salah tu saya ada notice. Sekejap. Okay, example 3.2, example 3.2. Exercise 3.2, yes, here. Okay, let's look at this. Let's say we look at question 2b to the power of half. Okay, question 2b ni jawapan dia salah kat belakang tu saya perasan tadi. Okay, so let us solve this exercise 3.2. Question 2b. Okay, question 2b. Okay, so now we need to find solution. Okay, we need to find fx. So fx differentiate with respect to x. What happened to this power should bring this to the front. So we will have 1/2, 2x plus 3y cubed. and then 1 over 2 minus 1, right?
Yes.
So 1 over 2 minus 1 becomes negative 1 over 2, and then you have to multiply again inside this bracket. Okay, so we have to, yes, differentiate 2x becomes 2. Yes, good. So becomes 2. All right, good. So we will have, these 2 can be cancelled here and here. So we just have 2x plus 3y cubed to the power of negative half. Okay, that's the answer. Or you can also write this way, 1 over square root of 2x plus 3y cubed. Right? Because of negative, so it becomes a denominator, bawa ke bawah. Okay, next, let us find the fy, differentiate with respect to y. So y, the variable right now, again 1 over 2, we have 2x plus 3y cubed to the power of, again, 1 over 2 minus 1, so becomes negative 1 over 2, and then multiply by what, guys?
9y squared.
Yes, good. Okay, 3y squared becomes, differentiate 3y cubed, differentiate becomes 9y squared. Okay, very good. So 9y squared. So we will have this one, 9y squared over 2 multiplied by 2x plus 3y cubed to the power of negative half. That's the answer. Okay, next. Question mana lagi saya nak buat ni? Okay, let us do question 2C. Oh, sorry. 2C. Copy. Okay, 2C. Okay, this is what we call fraction. Okay, so if you have fraction type, we need to use the quotient rule. Quotient rule. Macam mana je salah ni? Quotient rule. Quotient rule. If you have u over v, the quotient rule said you will have v u prime minus u v prime over v squared. Still remember during your secondary school, you have learned about this. So fx, differentiate with respect to x. You have to bear in mind right now x the variable and y the constant. Okay, x adalah variable, so y tu jadi nombor, jadi constant. Okay, so let us proceed. V, okay, this is your v. And this is your u. Okay, so vu prime. So v is x plus 3y, u prime. Differentiate 2x minus y with respect to x. What happened?
2.
2. Okay, good, very good. And then minus u. U is 2x minus y. Differentiate v. Differentiate x ni dapat 1. Yes, very good. So we have 1. Divides by v squared. So x plus 3y squared. Okay, so from here we will have 2x plus 6y minus 2x plus y over x plus 3y squared. So the answer should be 2x habis. So jadi 7y over x plus 3y squared. Macam tu. Okay. So that's it. Okay, next fy. Sekejap saya salin balik soalan ni. Copy. Paste. Alah. Dia tak copy sekali soalan tu guys. Okay, tak apa, saya salin balik. Let's say fxy. To x minus y, x plus 3y. Okay, now again, this is your u, and this is your v. Okay, so again, v u prime minus u v prime over v squared. However, right now we need to differentiate with respect to y. So we will have v again, x plus 3y. multiply by what? Differentiate u with respect to y now.
-1.
Yes, -1. Okay, good. Okay, minus u is 2x minus y. Differentiate v now with respect to y. We will get
3.
3. Okay, good. Well done. 3 divides by x plus 3y squared. So we will have negative x minus 3y minus 6x minus become plus 3y divides by x plus 3y squared. So we will have negative 7x over x plus 3y squared. Isn't it? Understand, guys?
Yes.
Okay, betul tak jawapan ni kat belakang? Alright, betul tu. So next, okay, let us do question number. Okay, number DE tu senang je, dia tak perlu pakai product rule, no need for you to use product rule. Okay, let's do question number 3. Slope. Okay, slope of B. Oops. Okay, so slope. Again, in order to find the slope, we will have to differentiate. All right. So the question asks you to find the slope in x direction and y direction. So slope in x direction means you have to find your f subscript x, which means that you have to differentiate the function f with respect to x. So we have fxy equals to, okay, I just put it like this, 8y to the power of half because square root sign. Okay, to the power of half. So let us differentiate this with respect to x again. Now we have 1 over 2 to x squared plus 8y to the power of negative half multiplied by what?
4x.
Yes, good, 4x. Okay, so we can cancel this, 2 and 4. Then we will have x over square root of 2x squared plus 8y. Okay, it said that we have a point here. So, bila dibagi coordinate, you have to substitute the values of x and y lah. Okay, if the coordinate are not given, then you can just leave your answer like this.
Doctor,
Okay,
I think you left
yes.
2. 4 divided by 2.
Oh, sorry, 2. Thank you very much. Okay, thank you. All right, good, very good. So we have 2, 1 as the coordinate. So let us substitute. 2 times 2 over square root of 2 times 2 squared plus 8 times 1. So we have 4 square root of 2 squared. 4 times 2 is 8 plus 8, so 16 over 16 like this. So we have 1. Okay. All right, next, differentiate with respect to y. Sebab soalan dia nak both x direction and y direction. So we have to find the slope in y direction. So of course you need to find fy. Okay. So differentiate. Fy equals to 1 over 2 2x squared plus 8y to the power of negative half multiplied by
8.
8. Yes, very good. Multiplied by 8. So we will have 4 over square root of 2x squared plus 8y. Okay, and then add the coordinate of 2 and 1. We have 4 over square root. Substitute lah the value 16 tadi juga Oh, sama jawapan dia. Sekejap, saya tengok jawapan dia. Yeah, sama. The same answer. Okay, never mind. So yes, we will get equals to 1. That's it. Okay, now higher order. Higher order. Where is it? Okay. Let us do question number 5. Copy. Higher order derivative. Okay. This is the topic, higher order. Nama dia higher order. Kenapa higher order? Tadi tu yang kita belajar ni, yang tadi ni, previously, first partial derivative tau. First partial derivative. Because there is only, we differentiate only once. Okay? First partial derivatives ni means fx dengan fy lah. Okay? However, higher order derivatives means you have to differentiate twice or triple times or 4 times, okay? Depends on the variables and depends on the question now, of course. Okay, higher order derivatives. So let's say, okay, let's say you have this, for example, del squared f del x del y. This is similar to fxy. Okay, which means that first of all, you have to differentiate with respect to x, and then after that, you differentiate with respect to y. And then guys, what you should know guys, actually, okay, fxy, kalau saya tanya soalan ni, fxy, is it the same as fyx berdasarkan video yang you tengok?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes, same.
Okay, actually guys, fxy just the same like fyx. Okay, sama sahaja, the same. Okay, so now let us proceed to the question number berapa tadi? Question number 5. Okay, we have this. Let us do question number 5. Let us find fyx lah. Kita cari satu je sebab proses ni sama je. Okay, fyx. So fyx, let's say solution. Let's say we differentiate with respect to x first. So fx. Okay, fx means that the variable is x lah, of course. Okay. So x variable, what happened to y? Y becomes the constant. Okay, x variable and y constant. Okay, so now I know you already expert on this. Differentiate 5x squared y to the power of 5 with respect to y. We will get?
With respect to y or x?
Oh, sorry, with respect to x, we will get
10.
20, 10x.
Then kita buat xfx dulu, nanti baru kita buat xy. Sebab dia sama je guys, okay? So we will have 10x, very good, y to the power of 5. And then plus, how about this? Guys, what happened here? Okay, this is a multiplication of 2 types of function. Kat sini ada x, kat sini ada x. So you have to use the product rule. Okay, so this is your u and this is your v. So uv prime plus vu prime. Okay, so you will have u is x. Okay, differentiate v. Exponent xy itu terhadap x. What should you get?
Exponent y.
You go. X the constant, right? Okay. Saya tanya you Kalau exponent, Kalau exponent 3x, you nak differentiate macam mana? 3 tu constant, right? So we will have 3 exponent, 3x. Right now guys, y is the constant. So we will have
Y exponent.
yes, y exponent xy, like this. Okay, so ini baru uv prime tau. Baru yang ni. Baru uv prime. Okay, so tambah plus. V is exponent xy multiply by differentiate u, we will get differentiate x ni dapat apa?
1.
1. Okay, good. We get this 1. So we will have, okay, therefore fx equals to 10xy to the power of 5 plus, I just combine this, so exponent xy multiplied by xy plus 1. Okay, so that's it. Next, we need to find fxy. Betul lah, faham tak?
Madam, saya tak faham.
Yang mana awak tak faham? Cuba cerita saya.
Macam mana dia dapat y exponent xy?
Macam mana dia dapat ni? Okey, saya pakai marker pen pink ni. Okey, exponent, let's say exponent 7x. Misal kata y ni exponent 7x kan? Misal kata macam ni. Bila differentiate, awak tahu kan? Dapat 7 exponent 7x, right? Bila differentiate. Understand this?
Yes.
Okay, yes. Okay, good. Now, dia ada exponent xy. Okay, macam saya kata tadi, bila differentiate terhadap x, okay, bila differentiate terhadap x, y ni jadi constant tau. Jadi constant. So, dia adalah sama dengan status dia ni, taraf dia ni, sama macam 7 ni. Sama. Okay, just the same. Because y is just a constant, just a number. You kena anggap macam tu. So, what happen, dia akan jadi, y ni kan constant, so dia jadi y exponent xy. Macam tu lah. Understand?
Okay. Understand, madam.
Okay, good, well done. So we will get this. That's why dapat macam ni. Y exponent xy. That's why saya buat fx dulu. Sebab saya nak suruh you faham product rule dengan differentiation macam ni. Okay? Alright guys, now, so doesn't matter mana guys. Kalau you ada fyx ataupun fxy, you buat mana satu, which one suka hati. Kalau you comfortable with fy, you can do fy first. Okay? Now, okay, jom kita proceed. We need to find fxy lah sebab soalan dia nak fxy. So from fx here ni, you kena cari fxy. Okay, you kena cari fxy. Okay, what happen kalau tadi fx, x tu variable. Tapi dalam kes ni, bila fxy dah second time dah, higher order. Okay, peringkat yang lebih tinggi. Kita nak differentiate lagi sekali ni terhadap y. So what happen now, y is the variable. Dia terbalik dah. Okay, kalau tadi fx, just x yang variable, y tu constant. Tapi dalam kes ni, bila second order derivative, ni second yang kedua. Okay, y yang jadi variable, and then x tu jadi constant. Dia terbalik lah. Okay, now in this case, what happen guys, you tak perlu refer original function lah, you tak perlu refer yang ni lah. What you should refer is fx, you kena refer yang ni. This. Sebab dia adalah kesinambungan, continuity from fx. So you just refer fx. That's why in your quiz or your final exam letter, kalau you punya fx salah, bila you cari fxy, jadi salah juga guys. So you have to be careful. Okay? Be careful sebab kita akan ambil daripada fx yang atas ni. Okay, now look here. We have 10xy to the power of 5. We differentiate with respect to y. So what happened to this 5?
Move ke depan.
Yes, we should bring this 5 to the front. So we'll have 50. X is just a constant, so just copy it down. X is just a constant. And then y to the power of 4. Okay, good. Now, guys, we have this term. Okay, this term. Okay, sorry, saya pakai marker pen ni. Okay, this term and this term. Alright, so now in this case we have y dekat exponent, we also have y in the bracket. So what you should do, again you need to do the product rule.
Product rule.
Yes, good, very good, product rule. So this is your u and this is your v. Okay, alright, so can I wrap this part guys? Yang bahagian ni contoh saya boleh padam Alright, you all dah salin kan tadi? Ni saya padam dulu. Alright. So now, again product rule. So we have u v prime plus v u prime. Okay, so we will get u is exponent. Yes, yes.
Doktor, masa bila kita nak tahu kita kena guna product rule?
Oh, okay. It's like this. Okay, it's like this. When you have variable, okay, dalam case ni dia ada variable. Okay, sekarang ni case kita variable kita y kan? Okay, variable kita y. Alright. So dalam ni you tengok dia ada multiplication of two types of function. Kita ada exponential, and then kita ada polynomial ni. So dalam case a polynomial. So in the case of multiplication of two types of function, dua jenis function berbeza, okay, kita kena tengok ada variable tak dalam dua-dua tu. Kalau dalam case ni, kat sini dia ada variable y, dalam polynomial pun dia ada variable y. So kita kena guna product rule. If you just have exponent xy, x squared plus 1. Okay, kalau differentiate with respect to y. Here, no, dekat dalam ni tak ada variable kan dalam ni? Dia tak ada variable y kan dalam ni, dia just hanya ada kat sini je.
Ada.
Okay, so no need for you. Okay, no need to use product rule. Understand?
Understand? Tapi
Okay.
yang atas tadi tu dia x exponent.
Kenapa dia x? Okay, x exponent xy. Ini pun polinomial, yang ini exponential kan? Ini dia ada variable kan? Ni variable x sebab kita differentiate tak ada x tadi kan?
Okay.
Kat sini pun dia ada x, right? Variable juga ada. That's why kita kena pakai product rule. Okay, good
Thank you,
question,
Doctor.
Suari. Okay, welcome. Alright, so let us proceed. Can I erase this notes ni? I erase Okay. So now, oops. Okay, so let us proceed. U is exponent xy v prime. Differentiate xy plus 1 with respect to y. We will get what? Ni, you all nak differentiate xy ni terhadap y. Dapat apa?
X exponent
X.
exy.
X saja lah kan? Macam tu kan? Ini baru u v prime. Laju you all ni. Okay, ni u v prime. Okay, plus v u prime plus v is xy plus 1. Okay, and then u prime differentiate u, you will get apa yang ke depan sekarang ni?
X.
Yes, very good. X to the front because x the constant now. So x exponent xy like this. Okay, so you will have therefore fxy equals to 50 xy to the power of 4. Okay, again we can factorize the exponent xy. So you all akan ada x plus xy plus 1. Like this. Okay? Understand, guys?
Yes.
Okay. Good. So next, FYX sama lah step dia kan? Okay, jom kita buat soalan nombor 6 ni. Question number 6. Question number 6. Okay. Okay, you have W, X, Y, Z. Okay, so in this case, you will boleh ada differentiation up to third order. Okay, because we have 3 variables. Alright, we have 3 variables here. So, dia boleh pergi sampai third order pun, sampai peringkat ketiga. Okay guys, but in this case, you just have 2 orders. Dia ada the square W, del X, del Y. So, let's do this, question 6A. Alright, 6A. Del square W, del X, del Y. Okay, this is similar as W as the subject and then subscript XY. Okay, so let us copy the function first. W equals to cos XYZ plus Y cubed Z to the power of 4 minus exponent YZ. Okay. So now let us do Wx first. So differentiate with respect to x. Okay. Now Okay. What is the variable? If we want to differentiate with respect to x.
X is variable.
Okay, good. X is the variable. And then what happened to y dengan z? So y and z
Constant.
becomes constants. Yes, constants. So y dengan z jadi constants and x is the variable. Okay, so you kena anggap, now you have to assume that the x and y just a number. Okay, please set in your mind x and y just constants, just numbers. We just care about x sekarang ni. Okay, so now let us do this slowly. We differentiate cos x, y, z with respect to x. What happened, guys? What's the constants now? Y, z, right?
Bring YZ to the front.
Yes, okay, so bring yz to the front. Yes, very good. Bring yz to the front and differentiate cos, we will get negative sign, isn't it? So negative yz sine xyz. Okay? And then now plus. How about this? Differentiate y cubed z to the power of 4 with respect to x. What we will get?
0.
0. Well done. 0. Okay, why? Because all of this just a constant. Okay, well done. So just a number, so that's why we get 0. How about this? Negative exponent yz. Differentiate with respect to x. We will get also 0. Yes,
0.
this is also a constant. Okay, so becomes 0. All right, so now we just have this wx. Okay, after that, we need to find wxy. Okay, wxy. So wxy, you have to refer to this. Okay, jangan refer pada original question dah. Tak. It's because this is higher order, second order. So second order kena refer to the first order. First order wx tadi negative yz sin xyz. Okay, right now, can you give me the variable? What is the variable in this case?
Y.
Yes, very good. Y is the variable. Okay, well done. So apa yang constant sekali ni?
S and
Z.
X and Z.
Yes, x and z are constants. Yes, constants. Okay. So just look at your wx. Okay. Y as the variable. Okay, ini variable. Kat sini dia ada, saya pakai warna ni. Kuning. Ni ada variable. Kat sini pun ada variable. So what happened, guys? How do we differentiate this?
Product rule.
Yes, we need to use product rule. Yes, okay. So you have to assume, let's say this is your u and this is your v. Nampak the multiplication of two types of function. Dekat sini dia ada polynomial. This is polynomial and this is trigo. Okay, and then dua-dua both ada variable. So we have to use product rule. Use product rule again. So u v prime plus v u prime. Okay. Now this is your u, of course, and this is your v lah. Okay, so let us solve this. U is negative yz, so just copy it down. Okay, differentiate sin xyz with respect to y. What happened? Yes. Bring x and z to the front. So xz, differentiate sign, we get cos. X, Y, Z, just copy it down like this. Okay, ini adalah you all punya V prime. Okay, and then plus V is sin X, Y, Z multiply by differentiate U prime.
Z.
Negative multiply by negative Z. Okay, good. Tak muat dah. Okay, so we will have, therefore, wxy equals to negative xy squared z cos xyz, and then yang tadi tu minus lah sebab negative z kan, so minus z sin xyz. So that's it. That's the answer. Understand, guys?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so this is your u, this is v prime, this is v, this is u prime. Okay, so now let us.
Doctor,
Yes.
can I ask why you remove why is the xy at the front and not xz?
Which one?
The wxy.
Oh, sorry. Ya Allah, sorry, typo. Bukan typo, salah tulis ni. Sorry. Thank you for correcting me. This should be YZ. Mana which one? Yang ni XY ni.
I thought
XZ.
what xz, right?
Yes, XZ. Sorry, XZ. Sorry, thank you. This should be XZ. Yes, XZ. So sorry, it's not like this. Sebab X dengan Z yang variable constants, right? Okay, thank you so much. So this one becomes X, Y, Z squared. Yes, X, Y, Z squared. And then we have cos. Okay, thank you very much. Understand, guys?
Yes.
Okay. Because X and Z, the constant. So constant yang kita bawa ke depan lah. Okay, so we get this. Alright, now betul tak tadi jawapan tu? X, Y, Z squared cos, okay, minus X. Alright. So next, okay, W del squared W over del X squared is WXX, okay? Which means that after you differentiate with respect to X, you have to differentiate again with respect to X. All right, now let us do question number 7. This is a type of what we call application questions. Copy. We have this. All right. And then I'll copy all the question for this. Kenapa tu? Sekejap on mic, sekejap off tu. You want to say anything, guys? Kita tekan. Alright. So question number 7, we have volume of a circular cylinder. Alright. So, okay, how do we answer this question? Question number 7A. Find the rate of change of V. Rate of change of V with respect to R. Okay, highlight the keywords. When we have rate of change of V with respect to R means this is actually, okay, now guys, before I forgot, V is a subject, a function that consists of variable R and variable H. Okay, so in the first question, 7A, find the rate of change of V with respect to R means you have to find del V over del R. Okay, del V over del R. So, question 7A. In your final exam or quiz cannot lah sebab quiz dalam komputer kan. Kalau final exam nanti, you kena highlight betul-betul tau, you punya soalan tu. Okay, you have to read the question carefully. Alright, so 7A, we need to find del V over del R. Okay, we have V equals to pi R squared H. Alright, in this case, okay, this is equivalent to VR lah. This is just the same like this, VR. Okay. Oh guys, paham tak? Did you understand?
Yes.
Okay, now the variable is R, right? R is the variable. So the constant is H. H is constant. Alright. So differentiate V with respect to R equals to differentiate R squared. We will get 2 pi R H. Okay, 2 pi R H. That's it. Question B. Dia nak formula je kan? Itu je lah. Question B, find the rate of change of V with respect to H. Okay, rate of change of V with respect to H. So 7B, we have del V over del H. Okay, so VH. All right. So now H is the variable and R is the constant. So del V over del H equals to what, guys? From here, del V over del H equals to?
Pi r squared.
Yes, good. Equals to pi r squared. Okay, settle. So now question C. 7C, it said that H equals to 5. And then R equals to 9. Then apa ni? Find the rate of change of V with respect to R at the point where R equals to 9 and H equals to 5. Okay. H equals to 5, R equals to 9. So del V over del R equals to 2 pi RH. So 2 pi R is 9, H is 5. So 45 kali 2, 90 pi Betul tak? Mana jawapan?
Betul.
90 pi. Okay, betul. Right. Next question number alahai. Okay, question number 7D. Okay, the same value, but we need to find rate of change of V with respect to H. So del V del H pula lah dia nak. Soalan D ni. So del V over del H equals to pi r squared. So pi multiplied by 9 squared, we have 81 pi. Okay, settle. So settle question number 7. Let us do question number 8. Copy. Okay guys, for question number 8. Okay, kita salin dulu. We have PV equals to KT. So look at now 8A. Find the instantaneous rate of change of pressure with respect to temperature. So which means that we need to find apa ni? Rate of change of pressure. Pressure adalah P. So del P over del T. Yes, very good. Del P over del T. So first of all, guys, we need to make sure P becomes the subject. Okay, so P equals to KT over V. So, okay, question A, it is solution dia. Del P over del T is equals to T variable. So, K dengan V jadi constant. So, what happened, guys?
K over V.
Yes, K over V. Saya rasa saya punya internet ni slow lah. Dia macam lambat kan dekat you all. K over V. Dia macam tak keluar lagi kan? Ya. Okay. Okay, keluar pun. Del P over T equals to K over V. Alright? Because right now T is the variable. T variable. Okay, so jadilah constant. So K and V the constants. Okay. Alright, now we just need to substitute. It said that temperature is 80. So substitute temperature is 80. Volume is 40. And then dia bagi K equals to 2. So just substitute. Del P over del T equals to K over V. Oh, tak guna pun T 80 tu. So we will have K equals to 2, V equals to 40. So we should get 1 over 20. That's it. Okay. So next question 8B. Okay, question 8B, you have to find the, okay, highlight the keywords here, guys. Rate of change of volume with respect to pressure. Okay, rate of change of volume. So which means that dia nak apa ni? Kalau volume del V, volume. With respect to pressure, so over del P. Okay, del V over del P. Right. So B, soalan B, 8B, dia nak del V over del P equals to what? Okay, since V as the subject, so we need to rearrange. The original equation is like this. PV over KT, isn't it? PV over KT, all right? So right now, since V as the subject, we need to change or rearrange the equation. So we have V equals to KT over P. Okay, so KT over P, all right now guys, del V over del P, what is the variable now? P is the
P.
variable, right? Okay, so P is the variable, so K and T becomes the constants. So bila K dengan T jadi constant, okay, kalau lah let's say you ada Y sama dengan 3 per X. Macam mana you differentiate? Y prime jadi apa guys?
One per.
Dia jadi kalau Y equals to 3 over X, it's just like 3X to the power of negative 1, isn't it? So bila Y prime, you akan jadi negative 3 X to the power of?
Negative 2.
Yes, negative 2. Or we also can rewrite this as negative 3 over X squared, isn't it? Understand this guys? Yang ni? Ni faham?
Yes.
Okay, now guys, listen here carefully. Bila K dengan T jadi constant, KT jadi constant, awak kena anggap KT ni sama macam 3 ni. Okay, so what happen? Bila you differentiate terhadap P, we will have del V over del P equals to negative KT over P squared. Understand?
Yes.
Okay, good. So now dia bagi nilai apa ni? Sama je kan? Okay, sama dia bagi. Samalah, the same. This is all the values. Copy. Paste. Okay, dia bagi temperature 80, volume 40, and then the constant 2. Okay, apa yang tak ada dalam ni? Dia tak bagi pressure kan? So we need to find the values of P. Find the value of P. Macam nak cari value of P? Do you get any idea? How do we find the value of P? Yeah, substitute into this function. Okay, PV equals to KT tu. So as we know, PV equals to KT. So P equals to KT over V. So K is 2. T temperature equals to 80. Bahagi 40. Okay, so 160 bagi 40. What should you get? We will have 40, isn't it?
4.
We will have 4. Okay, 160 divides by 40, you will get 4. Okay, so now P pun dah ada dah. P equals to 4. Okay, so you just substitute here. Substitute inside here. Copy. Paste. Equals to negative K is 2, temperature is 80, and then divide by P squared, 4 squared. What should you get guys?
Negative 10.
Yes, negative 10, that's it. So understand this question?
Yes.
Okay, good, well done. So next we go to the chain rule. Okay, chain rule also important. Okay, chain rule also important. I will explain the exercises. Okay, let us do question 1A quite easy. So let us do question 1B. Okay, sekejap Guys, kalau you tak faham, you can just interrupt me during the lecture, don't worry. And then kalau you lapar, I don't mind pun kalau you nak makan ke whatsoever. So, we boleh makan, minum whatsoever, tapi pay attention. Sambil-sambil makan sebelah tangan, sebelah lagi tulis. Unless you right-handed memang tak boleh lah kan. Okay, so now, before that, undo the chain rule. The chain rule. What is chain, guys? Chain tu apa?
Rantai.
Rantai.
Betul lah rantai, betul lah. Betul rantai, dia berantaian. Okay. Nanti saya ajar you buat chain tu Rantai tu, okay. This one, this. So exercise 3.3, question number 1B. Point 3, question number 1B. Okay. First of all, let us build the chain. Okay, let us build the chain. Okay, first of all, we have the subject. This is called a subject. Okay, or dependent variable. Okay, this is the subject. So kita akan ada subject kita adalah Z. Okay, and then Z is consists of variable X and Y. So you all akan ada variable X, variable Y. So this is the first chain. Variable X and variable Y. Okay, now guys, the process. Okay, the process from Z goes to X. Okay, listen here carefully. Alright, if the branch, okay, cabang tu, if the branch split into two, which is more than one branch, means the operator becomes partial derivative. Okay, so partial dia akan jadi del Z over del X. Okay, this is the operator for the first branch. For the second branch, we will have del Z over del Y. Okay, so that's the first chain. Next, the second equation, okay guys, we have X. Okay, we have X. So X is consists of variable T. Okay, so in this case, we just only have one branch. Okay, because X only consists of one variable, which is T. So satu cabang je macam tu. The same thing happen here. Untuk case Y, Y pun only one variable. Okay, so cabang, the branch from Y, we just only have one variable T. Okay, therefore the operator involved on this branch from X goes to T, we will have single derivative. So we will have operator dx over dt. Understand the differentiation between del and d?
Understand.
Okay. How about the second one? From Y to T. What's the operator?
dy
over
dt.
dt.
Okay, well done. dy over dt. Okay, very good guys. Okay, so now soalan apa ni? Soalan disuruh cari find del z over del t. Dz over dt. Okay, kenapa d instead of del? Because the process from z until t, last kali ni hanya satu je cabang, only one. That's why the operator becomes dz over dt. Kalau bawah ni ada lagi satu, dia akan jadi del z over del t. Okay, because the starting and the ending only one variable involved. Okay, so soalan suruh cari dz over dt. Dz over dt. So jom kita buat. The process is like this. I'm using the red color. Okay. We need to find the process from Z until we find T. Okay, from Z until we find T. So the journey is starting from Z, we goes to X, we goes to T. This is the first chain. Okay, and then the second chain is from Z goes to Y and then goes to T, like this. Okay, so we will have, for the first chain, we will have del Z over del X multiplied by dx over dt plus the second chain, del Z over del Y multiplied by dy over dt. Okay, understand this? Understand, guys?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, good. So now, let us find each of these operator. Okay, kena cari setiap function ni. So number one, we need to find del Z over del X. Del Z over del X. You all kena differentiate ni. Ni, function Z equals to ln X plus 3y squared. Okay, so differentiate ln, we will have 1 over the whole thing, X plus 3y squared, and then multiply again the function, isn't it? Oh, tak muat ni, saya salin kat bawah. Dia panjang. Okay. Okay, so we need to differentiate the whole thing. So kita ada Z equals to ln Z equals to ln X plus 3y squared again. Okay, so find 1 over the whole thing, alright, 1 over the whole thing, and then differentiate pula yang ni, guys. Differentiate pula yang ln tu sendiri. This one. So we will have, we have 2, right? 2 multiplied by X plus 3y squared to the power of 1 and then multiply by 1. Like this. Okay? Panjang sikit lah. Alright, so now it becomes 2 times 1. So 2, okay guys, ni boleh cancel kan? We can cancel this, isn't it? Kuasa 2 dengan kuasa 1 ni. Term ni boleh cancel kan? Tapi kat bawah dia still ada lah. Dia boleh cancel yang ni lah maksudnya. Sama kan tu, X plus 3y squared.
Sama.
So, so we will have 2 over X plus 3y squared. Like this, tak payahlah ada kuasa 2. Macam tu. Okay, so next kita cari del Z over del Y. Del Z over del Y, again 1 over everything, 3y squared, and then multiply by, sekarang dia jadi, samalah 2 multiply by X plus 3y squared to the power of 1, multiply by, differentiate with respect to Y, you want dapat apa? What should you get?
6y.
6y.
Yeah, 6y. Okay, very good. 6y. So 6y dah jadi 12 kan? So we will have equals to 12y over the same thing lah kan? Sebab ni boleh cancel, ni kuasa 1, ni boleh cancel lah. So we will have X plus 3y squared, like this. So settle. Next you all kena cari the X dx over dt. Okay, nak cari dx over dt, X equals to apa tadi? Square root t. Okay, X equals to square root t. So kita punya dx over dt equals to 1 over 2 square root of t, isn't it? And then y equals to t to the power of 1 over 4. T to the power of 1 over 4. So you all akan ada dy over dt 1 over 4, t to the power 1 over 4 minus 1 becomes negative 3 over 4, isn't it? Yang ini sama dengan yang tadi ni sama dengan 1/2 t kuasa negatif setengah lah, sama lah. Alright, so let us proceed. Okay. So we have equals to del z over del x, 2 over x plus 3y squared. Multiply by dx over dt, 1 over 2 t to the power of negative half. And then plus del z over del y, 12y. X plus 3y squared. Kalau saya salah-salah inform saya takut saya terlepas pandang. So 1 over 4 t to the power of negative 3 over 4. Okay, jom. Jadi nilai tak ni sebenarnya? Look at the original equation. Oh, tak ada pun. Alright. So we have to simplify this. Okay guys, you cannot leave your answer like this. You have to resubstitute. Okay, you have to resubstitute the variable x dengan y ni supaya finally your answer will be in variable t only. Okay, kita nak jawapan dalam bentuk t je. So you have to resubstitute yang ni. Okay. Alright, so we will have 2 over x. X is square root t plus 3 t y squared 1 over t to the power of 4 squared multiply by 1 over 2 square root t lah, senang macam tu, tambah 12 t to the power of 1 over 4 over square root of t plus 3 t to the power of square jugalah. And then multiply by 1 over 4 t to the power of negative 3 over 4 like this. Okay, so we will have 2 dengan 2 ni boleh cancel kan? So kita ada, we do it slowly. So square root of t plus 3 t to the power of 1 over 4 squared. Jadi 3t to the power of half lah. So square root t juga. Multiply by 1 over square root t. Okay, plus 12 t to the power of, okay, wait a minute. This one can be cancelled. 12 bagi 4 jadi 3. So ni berdarab atas 1/4 tolak 3/4 ni. Saya darab terus ni. 1 tolak 3. So negatif. Negatif duduk bawah lah nanti, tak payah. Okay, tak payah. Kita buat kat bawah. So t to the power of 12. So dia jadi 3, sekejap 3t to the power of 1 over 4. And then we have square root of t plus 3 square root of t multiply by t kuasa 3/4. 1 tolak 3/4. 1 over 4 t to the power of 3 over 4 lah, something like this kan. So we will have ni darab jadi habis. So jadi 4t lah guys. Faham tak? Ini square root t. So jadi t. So 1 tambah 3 jadi 4. So 1 over 4t. Alright, now dia jadi juga plus 1 over 2 plus 3 over 4. So 4t. So darab 1 per square root of t times okay, so this one dia jadi 1 over 4 kan. Negative Okay, 1/4 minus 1/4 minus 3/4 becomes negative 1/2, isn't it? So 3 square root of t divides by 40 multiplied by 4 square root of t, macam tu kan? You all faham tak apa saya buat ni? Okay, wait a minute. Slowly. Ni, T kuasa 1/4 ni. Ni, Allah hai. T to the power of 1/4, saya bahagikan dulu dengan negatif 3 ni kan. So, dia jadi T to the power of 1/4 minus 3/4. So, it becomes T to the power of negative 1/2. So, jadi negatif square root T lah. So kat sini that's why dapat 4 square root T. Macam tu. Okay. Sorry. So yang ni tak ada kat atas ni. Dekat bawah. Sebab dia negatif. Macam tu. So we will have 1/4 T plus 3/4 ni duduk kat mana? Oh sorry, tak ada 4 dah lah tadi You opening dah. Sabar. Sorry, kat sini dah tak ada 4. Sebab saya dah divide tadi kan. Dia dah tak ada 4 sebab ni saya cancel tadi. This one. This one. Ni yang saya cancel tadi. Sudah tak ada 4 lah. 12 bahagi 4 so 3. So dia just macam tu je. So T to the power of 3/4. So minus. Dia jadi macam tu. And then this one square root T lah. Kat bawah. So square root T again jadi 4T. Last sekali kita akan dapat 4/4T. Lah, 1/T. Oh my god. Buat panjang-panjang dapat ni je. Okay, so understand guys? Boleh faham?
Yes.
Apa Dr. Imam rapu ni? Tak apa, nanti saya share video dia sekali. So you tengok slowly lah video tu Okay, so that's it. Question number 2. Question number, 1B. So question number 2 tu is quite easy. I think you can do this. Saya nak buat question number yang ada applications ni. So let's start with question number 3 lah. Copy. Paste. Alright. At what rate is the volume of a box? Okay, let's see guys. You ada satu box. Okay, let's say this is your length L equals to 5 length. And then here is your W width equals to 3. And then let's say this is your height equals to 2. Okay, isi padu box, volume of a box is what?
H times W times L.
Okay, good, very good. WH, isn't it? Ataupun WHL, whatsoever lah. Okay, dia nak soalan ni, dia nak at what rate? Dia nak at what rate of the volume, kadar perubahan, which means that dV over dt tau. dV over dt. Okay, dia nak dV over dt of the volume of a box. So guys, before this, V is consists of L, W dengan H kan? Ada 3 cabang ni. 1, 2, 3. And then L, since L is changing with respect to time, decreasing 40 feet per second. Okay, so we will have L is changed with respect to time t. The same thing happened here. W also t, H also t. Okay, so the process of the chain rule, it should be dV over dt means del V over del L darabkan dengan multiply by dL over dt plus del V over del W multiply by dW over dt and then plus del V over del H multiplied by dH over dt. Okay, so now, previously I already mentioned V equals to LWH. Okay, so of course you need to find the del V over del L. So L is the variable, W and H becomes constant. So what should we get?
WH.
Very good, WH. Okay, so del V over del W, we will get LH. And then the last one, del W over del H, we will get LW. LW pula. LW yang betul lah, LW. Del V lah yang ni. Del V over del H. So ada 3 dah. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so the values here, ni dia dah bagi kan? In this case, dl over dt is equals to, mana dia? Length is 5 and decreasing. Oh, decreasing. You have to be careful. Dia kata decrease. So, bila decrease bermaksud dl over dt is equivalent to negative?
Negative.
Yes, good. Negative 4. So, dl over dt is negative 4. Right. So, negative 4. And then dia juga bagi dw over dt. The rate of change of the width equals to increasing at 3 feet per second. So, equals to 3 lah. Positif, tak ada apa. Next, dh over dt. Okay. The rate of change of height. Height, we have 1, increasing at 1. Okay, increasing at 1. So, equals to 1. Okay, tadi L equals to 5. W equals to berapa tadi? 3 and 2. Okay, so 3 height equals to 2. So, jom kita substitute dalam ni. Like here. Copy. Paste. Okay. So we will have equals to W del V over del L. WH multiplied by DL over DT equals to 5 plus del V over del W LH multiplied by DW over DT. So we have 3 and then plus. Guys, kalau saya tersilap beritahu Saya duduk saling-saling banyak ni kan terlepas pandang. So LW multiplied by DH over DT equals to 1. Okay, so we will have W is 3 times 2 times 5 plus L is 5 times 2 times 3 plus L is 5 times 3 times 1. So kita ada 3 kali 2, 6 kali 5, 30. Tambah 6 kali 5, 30 plus 15. So 60, 75. Betul ke 75?
Line jawapan.
Question number
3.
21. Oh, sorry. Negatif tadi kan?
4.
Yes. Negative 4. Mana tadi negatif tadi?
Dekat 5 tu.
Dekat 5 depan ni kan?
Dapat
Oh my
UH
God.
negatif.
Okay. Thank you. Dekat 5 ni, negatif. Sini kan? Thank you. DL over DT negatif 4. Baru betul. Cuma mana saya saja ni? Sorry lah guys, bila tengok dekat skrin ni dia jadi lain macam. Negatif 4. So kat sini dia tak ada 30 lah. 3 times 2, 6 times negative 4 is Negative 24, isn't it? So you dapat apa ni?
21.
21.
21. Everybody got this? Jawapan dia pun 21 tadi. Oh yes, 21. Okay, good. So next question, mana lagi saya nak bagi ni? Okay, question number, let's say number 4. Ke you all ada nak soalan lain guys? 4, 5, 6, which one you all nak? Saya takut tak sempat masa discuss semua. Which one yang you rasa susah, tak erti nak buat benda tu? Yang number 4 ni dia just cylinder. Number 5, pressure. Number 6 number 6. Which one guys? You all nak saya buat nombor berapa ni? Sebab masa tak cukup ni.
Number
Ada 15 minutes.
6.
Number 6, okay. I will do question number 6. Okay, question number 6. Sebab nanti saya nak show solution yang susah sikit ni. Question number 8 ni. Number 8 dia complicated juga. Okay, question number 6 Fixed. Okay, so jom kita buat question number 6. Dia kata two straight roads intersect at the right angles. Okay, lorry A moving on one of the roads approaching the intersection. Oh, intersection. Dia macam junction lah juga. Okay, it looks like a junction, intersection. They intersect. Lorry B moving on the other road. Okay, you can imagine macam ni guys. Kalau soalan macam ni, okay, let's say kita ada jalan. This is A. Okay, A dia berjalan di right angles kan? Right angles. Okay, so B move from the other road. The other road. So let's say kita ada sudut kan? Right angles. So we have this. This is B. This is the intersection point. Intersection. Simpang lah, simpang jalan tu. Okay, dia kata dia nak distance from the lorry. Okay, distance between the lorries changing. Okay, distance from the lorry changing. Okay, so dia nak distance lah. So distance of course kita ada macam ni kan. Okay, distance between lorry A and lorry B. Okay, and then dia bagi changing when A is 3 mile. Okay, so A equals to 3. And then B equals to 4. And then it said that 50 mile over H ni, 50 mile per hour, lorry A. Okay, which means that dA per dt. Alright, 50. And then we have lorry B ada bagi, okay, ada kat sini, 20 miles per hour. So dB over dt equals to 20. Alright, 20. So now, equation distance. This is macam teorem Pythagoras kan? Segitiga ni. A and B. So distance D should be equals to A squared plus B squared lah. Like this. Okay, so let us proceed with the solution. D equals to square root of A squared plus B squared, or in other way we can rewrite as A squared plus B squared to the power of half. Okay, so now the chain rule. Okay, D is consists of variable A and B. Okay, and A is consists of variable T lah, sebab dia hour tadi kan, dia per time. Oh, with respect to time. So we have 2 branches here, and then 1 branch here. Okay, so D distance over T equals to, we will have this one del D over del A, isn't it? And then this one del D over del B. So this one dA over dt. This one dB over dt lah, of course. Alright, so we will have the first chain. Oh, sorry. We have del D over del A multiplied by dA over dt plus del D over del B multiplied by dB over dt. Okay. So of course we need to find the del D over del A. Okay guys, this is your D. pecah dua terus lah, senang. Okay, so we have del D over del A equals to 1 over 2 A squared plus B squared to the power of negative half multiplied by 2A, isn't it? So you all akan ada, yang ni cancel. So kita ada A over A squared plus B squared square root of macam ni lah, plus B squared. Sebab dia to the power of ni negative half ni kan, so dia ke bawah lah. Therefore automatically del D over del B, of course lah, dia jadi B over square root of A squared plus B squared kan, benda sama kan. Okay, now kita substitute dalam ni. A over square root of A squared plus B squared multiply by berapa tadi, dA over dt 50 plus del D over del B is B over square root of A squared plus B squared multiply by 20. Dia ada cakap decreasing tak? Tak ada kan? Approaches, so increase lah kot, positive, should be increase lah, positive. Okay, so we have A tadi berapa? A equals to 3, B equals to 4. Okay, so 3 divides by 3 squared plus 4 squared multiplied by 50 plus B is 4 square root of 3 squared plus 4 squared multiplied by 20. So 3 over 5 times 50 plus 4 over 5 times 20. So kita ada 3, 10, 30 plus 4, 16. Should be 46. Isn't it? Betul tak ni? Sekejap. 46. Yes, correct. 46. Okay, so sekejap saya nak copy soalan ni. Copy. Okay, so we get 46, okay? So next, last question, question number 8. Question number 8. Question number 7 tu quite easy. Question number 8 ni dia mencabar sikit lah sebab variable dia theta. Okay, so we have. Okay. Do you understand guys for the previous question? Question number 6 tadi ni?
Yes.
Okay, good. Well done. All right. Next, question number 8. Okay, it's quite interesting. Let me rewrite this. Z equals to x squared, exponent to the power of x plus y. And then we have x equals to r cos theta. And then y equals to r sin theta. Okay, so of course, this is the subject. So we start with Z. Z, there are two branches. Okay, so we have x, we have y. Okay, now if you look here carefully, okay, x equals to r cos theta. So x is consists of two variables, r and theta. Okay, so kita pecah dua lagi. The branch for x, we have another two branches. Okay, x consists of r and theta. The same thing happened here for y. Y also consists of r and theta. Okay, so we will have r and theta. So this is the second branch lah. Macam tu. Okay, now let us do del r over del z over del r, guys. Let us do del z over del r. Saya buat soalan ni del z over del r. Okay, first of all, let us put all the operators in the chain rule. So here the first branch is del z over del x. Second branch del z over del y. Okay, now from x to r, it should be del or d?
Del.
Del.
Okay, good, because we have two branches. Okay, so we have del x over del r, and then del x over del theta, and then this one del x over del del x pula, del y over del x over del y over del r, del y over del theta. Okay. So Alana, the question asks you to find del z over del r equals to what? So the movement should be from z goes to x goes to r. This is the first one. And then z goes to y goes to r. This is the second one. Okay. So we will have del z over del x multiplied by del x over del r plus del z over del y multiplied by del y over del r. Okay guys, so yang del theta ni, this is used for del z over del theta lah. Okay, later so now del z over del x. Okay, so z equals to x squared, x plus y. Okay, z equals to x squared exponent x plus y. So del z over del x. Okay guys, right now you have to use product rule or not?
Yes.
Yes, okay, very good. You have to use product rule. This is your u and this is your v. Okay, so use product rule, kita akan dapat x squared. X, okay, v primes, the coefficient is 1, so we just maintain x plus y. Plus v is exponent x plus y multiplied by 2x. Okay, so we will have x squared plus 2x multiplied by exponent x plus y. Okay, that's it. Next, del z over del y. So for del z over del y, do we need to use product rule?
No.
No. Okay, because right now x becomes the constant, isn't it? Sebab y ni variable kan? Okay, bila y variable, x jadi constant. So kita just copy je lah. Copy it down. So we will get the same x plus y because coefficient of y is 1. So tak ada beza lah. Alright, that's it. So next, del x over del r. X equals to r cos theta. Okay. Alright. R equals to R pula. X equals to r cos theta. So del x over del r should be differentiate x with respect to r. So what happened to the cos theta? It's just a constant.
Constant.
Yes, good, very good. So we just get cos theta. And then next, y equals to r sine theta. So bila you differentiate del y over del r, it just gets sine theta.
Sine theta.
Yes, very good. So now, jom kita substitute dalam ni. Copy balik. So we will get del z over del x. Mana tadi ni? Copy. So equals to multiplied by del x over del r is cos theta plus del z over del y is this. Multiplied by del y over del r is sine theta. Okay, so jom substitute. You have to substitute the values, guys, because the question asks you to find when r equals to 1 and theta equals to pi over 3. Tak boleh lagi. Substitute r equals to 1 and theta equals to pi over 3. Okay, guys, so since x equals to 1, x equals to r cos theta, so dia jadi 1 darab dengan cos theta cos pi over 3. So x jadi 1 over 2 And then y equals to r sine theta, so equals to 1 times sine pi over 3. If you use your calculator, then you can get square root 3 over 2 lah. Okay, so jom substitute. Del z over del r finally equals to x squared. So x squared is 1 over 2 squared plus 2 times 1 over 2. Exponent of 1 tambah square root 3 over 2 times cos theta, cos pi over 3 plus tambah yang kedua tu x squared. So 1 over 2 squared exponent of 1 plus square root 3 over 2 lah, of course. And then multiply by sine pi over 3. So yang ni jadi apa ni? 1/4 tambah 1. 1 over 4. 1 over 4. 1 over 4. Okay. 1 over 4 plus 1. Exponent of 1 plus square root 3 over 2 multiplied by cos pi over 3 is 1 over 2. Okay. Tambah 1 over 4. Kan? 1 over 2 square ni jadi exponent 1 plus square root 3 over 2 sine pi over 3 is square root 3 over 2 like this. So guys, this one dia akan jadi 1 over 4 plus 1 is 5 over 4, isn't it? So 5 over 4 darab 5/4 darab 1/2, you will get 5 over 8. 8 exponent 1 plus square root 3 over 2 and then plus square root 3 over 4 times 2 is 8 exponent 1 plus square root 3 over 2 lah. Or we can say that kalau saya keluarkan ni 1 over 8 exponent 1 tambah square root 3 over 2 5 plus square root 3, something like this lah. Okay, so that's the answer. Okay, did you understand guys?